Good morning, it's day 57 on trail, about a 17-mile day or so, heading up to, we will end up at Mount Greylock, is our finishing point today. A beautiful morning, probably in the 60s, it's going to be up into the mid 70s. See all the geese down there, or ducks? It'll be in the mid 70s today. Just a nice, another lovely slack pack a day. And I noticed I don't have my earrings on yet, so I better get those out and put those on. But a beautiful, beautiful day. Gorgeous, and we're gonna kick this Mount Greylock's backside. We're gonna conquer this mountain. Actually, we got a few of them to do. But great night's sleep last night. Good hotel. This is so neat. It looks like a little castle. Get up here a bit closer. Yeah, unfortunately I have I don't know what's going on in my feet. A new blister's formed. I didn't even feel it forming. So we'll keep an eye on that. Never had problems with blisters all year last year. For some reason this year I'm having them. Oh, that's beautiful. That is really neat looking. Like I say, a lovely morning and away we go. The road walking has ended and now we are back into the woods. Oh yeah, slack packing all of New Hampshire. You just have to catch up with Buttercup and her husband and do that. A nice little pine forest this morning. Hear woodpecker off in the distance. I just want to show there's a baby porcupine here. Getting a quick shot and then I'm moving out of the way. The number of miles, hiking miles of the Appalachian Trail can vary from year to year. And there can be various reasons for that. Mother Nature, such as a hurricane goes through and causes a lot of devastation, damage to the local towns and the trail. So you get routed around those areas. There can be structural damages. This year in New Hampshire, there's a bridge that has become unsound. They're not allowing people to cross the river, so you've got to get routed around. So for me, when I started the hike last year in 2024, the total number of hiking miles was 2,197.3. So the halfway point would be 1,098.65 miles. So for me, because I have been doing different sections and not a complete straight through hike from the south to the north, my halfway point won't have a magic marker at it letting me know I'm at the halfway point. But I am very pleased to let you know that as of right now, I have reached my halfway point of my Appalachian Trail hike. So I have made 1,098.65 miles I have hiked. So from here on out, I will be on the downside of the 2,197.3 miles. I wish I could say it was all downhill from here, but we know that is not true out on this trail, without a doubt. So I'm very excited and happy, and I'm so just looking at the things I've overcome, from my hip to the stress fracture in my foot to the swelling of the ankle to having to have surgery for that bone spur to the blisters being the latest thing. I am just happy to announce, very, very happy that I've made my halfway mark. And I thank everybody for all their support and for cheering me on, especially on those days when I just wanted to give up. So thank you, everybody. Little stream crossing this morning. I like how they put these rocks. Pretty neat. It's definitely starting to warm up. I'm glad the majority of the time I'm under the cover of the forest. So far it's been a great hike. This has been a good trail and I'm enjoying the hike. I look forward to starting the summit to Mount Greylock. I'm just so curious to see what this is going to be like. It'll be my first 3,000 footer in quite a while. Of course, when you get up into Vermont and you start into the 4,000 footers. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll acclimate well to all of those. I know in the Smokies, when I was getting up to 4,000 or higher, I became very lethargic. The elevation, well, the altitude, I should say, altitude sickness. Oh, another little stream here. Looks clear, but it also has like a reddish tint to it. Maybe some type of a metal in the water. I'm thinking about a half hour I'm gonna stop, and I don't know if I'll eat my lunch or just grab a snack, but I'm gonna have something to eat. Get off my feet, take a little break. Little maintenance road here. Overall, it's been really quiet in these woods. I don't hear any birds chirping away. Every now and then I hear a woodpecker, but other than that, I'm not hearing any birds. Overall, I have to say it's been another rather boring hike. Not a lot of scenery. Just going through the woods. We have come out of the woods into the town of Cheshire, I believe it was called. And hoping maybe they'll have a deli in town or a little something to eat at. That'd be awesome. Look at that big rooster over there. Oh, what a beautiful view of the mountains way down there.
Yeah. I think that's Greylock up there.
Oh, wow. That'd be pretty cool. It does have a big fire tower at the top of it. And for all those who have done the walk to Emmaus, De Caloris, and there's your rooster. So walking down the street here in Cheshire and seeing all these flags out on the trees or on the telephone poles makes me think of my hometown. And growing up, how it was like that when I grew up. The flags that were up during the 4th of July time frame and the little parade we would have in town. Now, the main street was less than a mile long. Less than 1,000 people in my hometown when I grew up. And it was just so neat. The big trees like this. All the flags out. Such a nice hometown feeling. Right after a nice enjoyable break up there at a gas station that had a Dunkin' Donuts at it, we are headed back into the woods. I bought myself a package of ham deli meat and an Arizona green tea. That was my lunch. Finn, he had himself a couple donuts and chocolate milk. And Martian, he went on ahead hiking. And now I think we start our slow, maybe not so slow, ascent of the Mount Greylock. 7.7 miles to the summit, where we will get picked up. And I'm going to put this phone away so you don't have to hear me huffing and puffing the whole time. We've come out into a little bit of a pasture area here. Got a view. We don't think any of these are Greylock. Look, maybe not quite high enough. And there's supposed to be a big fire tower on the top. Right from here, we don't see any fire tower. Wow. Well, that's pretty cool. Oh, look at these rocks. Finn just pointed these out. That's pretty neat. I'm slowly coming to the end of the day. About 2.5 miles from the summit of Mount Greylock. It's a warm day, but there is a little bit of a breeze, so that is a good thing. And I don't know, just to me it was again another boring day. I'm sure the views once I get to the top of Mount Greylock will be beautiful. I heard that it's open at the top, it's not wooded, so that you will have a view. So that will be nice. But for right now, it's just, again, the same old meandering through the woods. A lot of mud. I cannot get over the amount of swampy, boggy area. I was not expecting that for Massachusetts. Maybe Vermont, which they have the name Vermud, but I just wasn't expecting it for Massachusetts. A tiny little stream here. I definitely would not fill my water bottle from here. But I'm very excited. I'm only a few miles out to the end of the day for the summit here. I look forward to being up there and being not only through for this day, but having a full day off tomorrow. I'm very thankful for the slack packing I've been able to do, so thank you very much, Don, for driving me around so I could do the slack packing and attempt to get some of my trail legs back. I know I have a ways to go, but that's all right. About the time I'll start getting them back, I'll be off trail for 5 days. Exciting that my niece is getting married in July, so I'll be getting off trail for the wedding. How exciting that will be. 4 weeks away, Jillian and Dennis. Very, very exciting. I'm about 4/10 of a mile from the top of Mount Greylock, and I come across this little pond here. I'm not sure if it's a cabin to stay in or if it's more of a maintenance cabin, but there's a cabin over there. I hope my camera caught the sound of that bullfrog. Almost there. And you know that when you summit something, you're just going to have to keep climbing up. And that's what I'm doing. Climbing up already. Every now and then I can hear the cars out on the road because you can drive up to the summit of Mount Greylock. Already passed over 2 of the road areas. I'm coming up to another road area here. Getting closer to the summit each time I see one of these. Appalachian Trail North, foot only. I guess I should have stayed on that side of the road. Summit Memorial Tower, Bascom Lodge 1 mile up, Rockwell Road to Visitor Center 7 miles down that way, Lanesboro, Route 7 9 miles down that way. I don't hear any cars. Cross over Appalachian Trail, foot traffic only. Greylock Summit, 0.4 miles. Whoo-wee. Every 1/10 of a mile feels like 1 full mile right this minute. But each step is bringing me closer to that top. And woohoo when I get there, baby. There will be much rejoicing, knowing I have made it to the top, and this portion of the trail I won't have to do again. Yeehaw! Oh, I'm tired. All right, Appalachian Trail North, Summit and War Memorial, Bascom Lodge. Hey, hey! Woohoo! Wow, that breeze feels great. There's Finn, Don, and Martian. Okay, this big tower here, erected by Massachusetts in grateful recognition of the loyalty and sacrifice of her sons and daughters in war. They were faithful even unto death. And it is a very, very tall structure which you can climb up inside. Right now, my legs are a little too tired to stand up inside, or climb all the stairs to go up to the top. It's a Veterans War Memorial. Oh my glory, look at this view. this awesome, awesome view coming up. War Memorial Tower. Oh, look at that. What it could look like in the wintertime. And if you want to read about that, you can go ahead and stop the video and read it. Look how neat that looks in the winter. That's awesome. That is awesome. Dedicated 1933. Made with slabs of Quincy granite. Wow. Wow, this is absolutely beautiful. Holy cow, well worth the hike. Well worth the hike. Holy cow. A little hazy farther out. Right, so on here it has Mount Holyoke, South Hadley, Massachusetts, 37 miles away. I couldn't tell you exactly where it is out there, but somewhere out there is Mount Holyoke. And 100 years ago, July 5th of this year, my dad was born in Holyoke, Massachusetts.